My Destined 1, Tensura x Arifureta by Void Kane. Ch 75. Progenitor vs Sinful King. In the dense fog that hugged the body, the figures moved without hesitation. It was Rimuru and Hajime's group. With Shia in the lead, Rimuru and the others were now heading towards the Great Tree. It's already been the second day since they arrived in Fairbergen. The next cycle of the opening of the Great Tree has finally arrived. On the way, the magic beasts in the forest made a surprise attack under the mist. However, Rimuru, Hajime, Chloe, Sakura, Akame, Seal, Yu, Tio, Kaori, and the Hollian didn't move. They pushed all the work to Kuki and the others for them to deal with it. Even though Rimuru wanted to help Shizuku, he had no choice but to let her help dealing with monsters. Since they didn't know what kind of challenge the Haltina labyrinth awaits them, Kuki and the others were told to warm up by dealing with the magic beasts. After a few hours of running, they once again arrive at the front of the giant tree. This is Big Tree. It's so big, it's so gigantic. While raising their heads, they couldn't even see the top of the great tree. Kuki and the others gasped in awe as its width made them feel like they were standing in front of a wall. Surely that was the expression of those who saw this for the first time. Hajime and Yu smiled as they looked at each other. For Rimuru, the tree is nothing that impressive, since on one of the worlds that he had visited there's a huge tree double the size of these great trees. People in that world called it the World Tree. Rimuru and Hajime then walk towards the lithograph and they take out the artifact that they got from the other labyrinth. Cam, since we will be entering the labyrinth now, you guys go back to the Hulian village, Rimuru ordered Cam and the other Hulians. Got it, leader, good luck, Cam said as they left and returned to their village. While Rimuru is ordering Cam to return, Hajime slowly puts the Orcus Great Labyrinth's ring into the lithosphere's void. When it was placed, the lithograph began to glow faintly and the characters appeared. 4 certifications. The power of regeneration. Instructions of knitted covenants. A path of new challenges will be opened for those who have all of the above. It's the same as last time. Hajime stepped forward and put the certificates in the lithograph while muttering. Raisin's Ring, Guruyuan's Pendant, Marujian's Coin. With each one placed on the lithograph, its light grew stronger, and as soon as the last coin was put in, the light flared up and it spread out in front of the great tree. This time the big tree was what shined brightly. Mew, a badge appeared on the great tree. No ya, next is, regeneration magic? As Tio muttered in delight, a 7-pointed symbol appeared on the trunk of the great tree. Yu walked over to the glowing symbol and while quietly touching it, she used regeneration magic. Immediately afterwards the great tree was enveloped in a strong light never seen before. A wave of light continued to spread to the top from the spot Yu touched. The great tree shines brightly, slowly coming to life as light radiates into every nook and cranny of it as if it were absorbing water from its roots. Ah, the leaves. Shia pointed at the leaves that were appearing as the tree regained its vitality little by little. This was almost like watching life come into being. Rimuru together with Hajime and the others watched without blinking with mysterious emotions. The great tree quickly grew and it regained its bright green color. A strong wind blew and the sound of leaves rustling around was resounded. Then, at that moment, suddenly, the tree trunk in front of them split to the sides and a cave appeared. It was a large cave that could hold several dozen people inside. Alright, from now on be on guard at all times since we don't know what kind of challenge awaits us from inside, Rimuru said. Then Hajime and the others looked at each other and nodded, and then they entered the cave without hesitation. In the Cardinal world, the last remaining celestial Ivan was standing in front of the resistance army with a figure that was completely covered in black. Behind them was a huge golden dragon. No way, why is the guardian dragon here? One of the soldiers asks in a panic. And the other soldiers also began to panic. Kufufufu, everyone, there's no need to panic, Diablo said. Why should we trust you? We don't even know who you are, one of the soldiers yelled at Diablo. Quiet, Adam said, ordering his soldier. Oh, so you must be Sir Adam that Sir Roy talked about, Diablo said as he looks at Adam. You know Roy? Indeed, he is the one who asked us to help you liberate this continent, Diablo said. The soldiers heard the name Roy and started to calm down since they know who Roy was. May I know where he is right now? Asked by Adam. He will arrive here soon, but first let us deal with them, Diablo said. Alright, Adam said. Ha 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 ha, you think that you all can stop me, who is the reincarnation of a god, Ivan said. God? You're no god, Adam said. Kufufufu, he is right, why not reveal yourself, Asmodeus, Diablo said. Ah, as expected of the black primordial you saw through me in an instant, I'm impressed, Asmodeus said as she takes off her hood. Kufufufu, there's no need to be impressed, seeing through your disguise is an easy feat, Diablo said with his menacing smile. Ha ha ha, you've become powerful indeed, but you are still the old idiot demon of the old time, and you now serve someone. Look how far all of you primordial have fallen, Asmodeus said. Kufufufu, why don't we stop the chit-chat and get to business, Diablo said. That's what I like about you, Asmodeus said as she summons thousands of demons that serve under her. The soldiers began to tremble in fear the moment they saw the army of demons. Diablo ignored the summoned demons but instead turns around and look at Luminous, Kurumi, and Shiraori and ask. My ladies, I would like to take on that foe. Diablo asked for permission. There's no need to ask for our permission, Diablo, you may do as you wish, Luminous said, and the other two just nodded at her words. Then I will go on and bring victory, Diablo said as he and Asmodeus moved to a different location to battle each other. Ha ha ha, that guy might be strong, but with that little army, all of you won't last for long, Ivan said as he continues to laugh. His words hit the soldiers since there are only a few hundreds of them left against an army of demons numbering 20,000, and all of the demons are almost at a rank. Then let's start the boom. Before Ivan could finish his words, an explosion happened on his back, killing some of the demons that got caught up in the explosion. What the? Ivan tried to ask what happened, but before he could say that, a roar of an engine of a combat aircraft can be heard by everyone on the battlefield. And not long after, 5 black jets flew past them with ear-breaking sound. The aircraft turned upwards and changed their direction to re-engage the enemy. After the jets turns around, magic energy started to gather in the nose of the plane, and after it finished charging, it fired off towards the army of demons and killed them. What in the world are those? Ivan said as she takes a few steps back because of the suck. Those are called jets. A voice was heard by everyone. Then a dome of black flames started to appear on the enemy side, and a man wearing a red kimono landed in front of Luminous, Kurumi, and Shiraori. Who are you? Who regained his composure asked. My name is Benimaru. One Rimuru Sama's 12 pardons and given the title of Flarelord, Benimaru answered. After he introduced himself, 5 airship appeared from above and landed on an open field. After the airship landed, it opened its hatch and soldiers came out there from the Eastern Empire and Tempest. In front of the soldier was Roy, who run towards Adam. Roy, you're fine, Adam said. I told you I will bearing help, Roy said while smiling. Why are you all getting in my way? Ivan yelled, seeing that more enemies arrived. Golden Dragon, destroy them, Ivan ordered the Golden Dragon. The dragon then started to fly in the air and charge its breath, but before it can fire, a punch hit the dragon in the belly, sending it flying a few meters away. Kuhahaha, so you are the golden dragon that they talk about. I see that you are strong, but let me show you how powerful a true dragon are, Veldora said as he appeared out of nowhere. Don't kill that dragon, Veldora, a feminine voice ordered Veldora. Why? Why? Yes, sister, Veldora said while sweating, because if he accidentally killed the dragon, Velgrand angry at him. With Diablo and Asmodeus, the two are standing in front of each other, not moving a muscle. Kufufufu, are you just going to stand there? Diablo asked. Hey, it's been a long time since we see each other, why don't we enjoy this moment? I can give you anything you want, Asmodeus said. Her words were full of enchantment that can hypnotize most everyone, but mind attack won't affect me, Diablo said. For Diablo, a mind attack won't work against him because he had mind attack resistance, and the guy is too loyal to Rimuru that he only listened to Rimuru's words and to those that are super close to Rimuru. An example of this was Rimuru's fiancée, who he is willing to be of help. What now? Asmodeus said, trying to attack my mind and adding lust to make your attack more effective. It's a good way to seduce and control someone, but you're too weak for it to even affect me, Diablo said as he appeared in front of Asmodeus and punched her in the belly. Asmodeus, who saw Diablo's attack, got thrown away. She tried to get up, but another attack hit her on the back. How are you this powerful? Asmodeus asked. Oh, it's this power that is given to me by my great master, Diablo said with a proud voice. Master? How can a mortal being given you power? Asmodeus asked, since she had been sealed for a very long time, so she didn't know about Rimuru, and Velda, who takes them in, didn't said anything about Rimuru, who was Diablo's master. If you don't want to believe it, that's fine, Diablo said. Asmodeus tried to attack Diablo, but none hit him. She then tried her lust once more, but also failed. Should we end this? Diablo said, and a lot of holy magic circle surrounds Asmodeus. Holy magic? How can a demon? Asmodeus didn't get to finish her words but got hit by the disintegration. After the light fade, Asmodeus was still standing there, as expected of one of the sinful kings to be able to withstand a direct hit from my attack. Diablo said. I'll come back for you, Asmodeus said as she fades from nothingness. Kufufufu, coward as always. Very well, I'll be looking forward to our next encounter, Diablo said in the empty field, and he walks back to where the others are. End.